Moon Knight isn't Marvel's strongest hero, but he might be the most dangerous. A man powered by a god, driven by trauma, and willing to bleed for every inch he takes. A man who was resurrected by Khonshu to serve as his avatar. Those unjust mortals who prey upon the innocents traveling at night with powers that come from the moon. This episode, we're diving deep into his origins, the myth and the madness to answer one question. How powerful is Moon Knight, really? Moon Knight's real name is Mark Spector, and he was born in Chicago, Illinois as an adult. Spector spends his time training to be a heavyweight boxer, a U.S. Marine, and a mercenary. He becomes a skilled combatant. Mark Spector first met French pilot Jean-Paul Duchamp, whom he simply called Frenchie, while working under the ruthless African mercenary Raoul Bushman in Egypt. During one mission, the group stumbled upon an archaeological dig run by Dr. Peter Alroun and his daughter Marlene. The excavation had uncovered an ancient temple containing priceless artifacts, including a statue of the Egyptian moon god, Khonshu. Bushman, however, cared nothing for history or culture. All he wanted was the gold rumored to be hidden within the tomb. When Dr. Alroun discovered Bushman's true intentions and attempted to stop him, Bushman murdered him by snapping his neck. Enraged by Alroun's death, Spector attacked Bushman, but he was brutally beaten and left for dead in the freezing desert night. A group of Egyptians who still worshiped the old gods found Spector and carried him into their temple. There, beneath the statue of Khonshu, Mark's heart stopped. In a vision, Khonshu appeared to him, offering a second chance at life, on the condition that Spector became the god's avatar on Earth. Moments later, Mark awakened. He tore the ceremonial silver shroud from the statue, wrapped it around himself, and rose again to confront Bushman. After defeating Bushman, Mark returned to the United States with Marlene, Frenchie, and the statue of Khonshu. Determined to continue his fight against evil, he used the wealth he had accumulated during his mercenary years, invested it wisely, and turned it into a small fortune to fund his new mission. Setting up operations in New York City, he crafted new identities to distance himself from his violent past. Let's get this straight. Moon Knight isn't the Hulk. He isn't Thor. He isn't throwing planets or ripping reality apart. But what he is one of the most dangerous, unpredictable, and outright savage heroes Marvel has ever put on the page. And today, we're breaking down exactly why. Moon Knight's strength fluctuates depending on the moon and Khonshu's influence. But even at baseline, yeah, he's a monster. We've seen him snap thick chains, rip bricks straight out of a wall, and wrestle a 210-pound jaguar like it's a house cat. He's punched through metal shields, stomped a gun into pieces, and kicked down reinforced steel doors like they were cardboard. And when Khonshu boosts him, oh boy, he's stomping the front of a Jeep into the ground, Hulk style. If there's anything Moon Knight is known for, it's how much punishment he can take. He's tanked blasts from Dr. Doom, shrugged off arrows, bullets, knives, you name it. Some heroes avoid pain. Moon Knight? He weaponizes it, and that alone already puts him above most street-level fighters. Moon Knight is a certified monster in combat. He's fast enough to catch an arrow shot at him, from behind agile enough to dodge Doom's attacks, accurate enough to slice bullets in half midair with crescent darts. Shang-Chi, the best martial artist in Marvel, calls him skilled. The Punisher calls him quiet, fast, natural. And the rest of the Marvel Universe, they call him a problem. Now here's where things get wild. Moon Knight has fought or stood his ground against Venom, Daredevil, Iron Man, She-Hulk, Mr. Fantastic, Gambit, Beast, Black Knight, Nova, and more. All at the same time. He sliced Deadpool apart until Deadpool literally said, "Uncle." He scared Taskmaster so badly the guy begged him to stop, and he took a direct blast from Dr. Doom, got up, and kept coming. That's not normal. That's not street level. That's Moon Knight. And sometimes when the moon is full, or when Khonshu feels generous, Moon Knight gets real upgrades. Superhuman strength, energy absorption, near immortality, divine empowerment. They're inconsistent, sure, but when they hit, Moon Knight punches way above his weight class. Moon Knight isn't Marvel's strongest hero, but he might be one of its most dangerous. He's a brutal, unpredictable, supernatural fighter who refuses to die, refuses to quit, and scares opponents who should outclass him. He may not be the Hulk, he may not be Thor, but cross him? Yeah, you're going to wish he was.